Well, hello. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. I hope that you are taking some action today and choosing to be proud. I've seen a couple of you sharing about how family is sick or life is happening, but you're still intentionally looking for your wins. You guys, that is the magic. This is not about being a fanatic and giving up things that bring you joy to like get on the straight and narrow. This is about you doing your best and intentionally choosing your filter every single day you show up, because we look for proof. We're all looking for proof all day long, all the time. You have a story, I have a story, and we are always looking for proof to back it up. And so I'm challenging you to change your story. Maybe just even to identify what your story is, and then look for proof that things are going well and that you are successful and that you can be proud today. You're so much more than a number or a size or any of that stuff. It's just data that sometimes we allow ourselves to get bogged down with. You're a human. And this is December, and it's a crazy month, and there's lots of fun things and lots of fun treats. And so this is not about a test of willpower. It's not about how committed and focused you are. This is about you deciding to do the next right thing and deciding to show up for yourself and be really proud. And on the days where you do choose more balance, and by balance, I mean more fun, you do have more treats, and maybe you don't do as much as you intended, workout wise, nutrition wise, I still want you to collect your proof and to find the ways that you're winning, because this is a mental game. 100%. This is about how you view yourself and what you believe about yourself and the stories that you're telling yourself, which that can be a hard one. So how are you winning? What proof can you collect today? Even if you have to maybe spin a tall tale and kind of stretch the truth a little. I'm not telling you to lie to yourself, but I'm also telling you that you get to be your own hype girl. And this is such an important part of this whole journey. So, this journey ebbs and flows. Sometimes you're super committed and focused, and other times, well, you're living your life. And that's what I always say, is that I live this life so that I can live this life. Something else I want to talk about, our morning calls. I really wish more of you would get on it. I know it's a tricky time. I know some of you have things happening, you work, yada, yada. I get it. I'm always happy to host another call as long as it's not just me showing up. But the cool thing about those calls is, I think if I was you, if I was on the outside looking in, I would be like, oh, it's a secret group. They're all BFFs. They have inside jokes, yada, yada. And while some of that is actually true, I want you to know that we cultivated and created those friendships because of the workouts. Almost all of us were all strangers. Almost all of us were all strangers before getting on that morning call, and we've come to get to know each other, and it's really such an awesome gift. It's not just accountability, but for me, part of my story is finding community and belonging and feeling like I matter. And that's something that growing up, I always struggled with. I always had all these stories that I'm still working through. I'm still a work in progress. And you might be like, why are you telling me this? I'm telling you this because we attract like-minded people. And so I know that it's not just me. I know there's some of you that struggle with that belonging and feeling rooted. And I just want you to know that at any point in your journey, you can change your story, and that you are welcome to get on that Zoom. You don't have to have a secret handshake. You don't have to be doing what we're doing. But it was the most random call today. None of us had this like urgency where we had to get off. So we talked for longer. Some days we don't talk for very long, and you don't have to talk. If you're an introvert, if this freaks you out and you're like, I don't want to have to get on, what if I'm on the spot? You can say hi and mute yourself and start working out, and that's totally cool. Okay, but today we didn't really have anywhere to go. And so it was the most random conversation. I shared about it on my stories if you're curious, just a little. I'm not going to give away too many details. But at some point, Carla was like, you guys are my best friends. And I was like, I feel that. I feel that. So I want you to know that you're all welcome to join us on those calls. We have a Saturday morning one as well. This is your journey, and I want to be your friend, and I also want to be your coach. I want to be your guide, but at the end of the day, you are the secret weapon. You are the one that gets to decide how you're going to show up and what story you're going to tell yourself, the actions that you're going to choose to take. You're going to highlight reel what is winning. You can choose to collect all the proof of this is hard and I'm so behind and it's never going to happen and I don't have the energy, I'm not motivated. Or instead, you can choose an entirely different filter and say, you know what, this is my journey and I'm going to choose to be proud and I'm going to collect proof of all the ways I'm winning. I drank my water, I moved my body, I did the pelvic floor challenge or whatever, or I listened to something that inspired me, or I listened to Sarah, or I plugged in here. You get to craft your list of wins. You are the one that gets to choose what is a win. And you also are the one that gets to choose if you're going to collect all the ways you're sucking and failing. And I'm telling you, as someone who's been on this journey for a very long time and who came to this journey with really like negative self-talk, that it's a lot more pleasurable. You get much faster results and you feel a lot better along the way when you choose to highlight your wins, when you choose to collect proof that you are winning and that you're not sucking. Okay? When I came to this journey, I was showing up just because I was here to punish myself. You know, I had a lot of weight to lose and I was not in a very good place with my mental health, and I was mean to myself and I treated my workouts as a punishment. I treated my nutrition like I treated myself like I was a dog. Like, here, you get a treat. You were a good girl. You get a cookie. Or you were bad and you don't get to have that. And I think that that's relatable for some of you. You're not a dog, okay? You also are perfectly capable of changing your narrative and changing your story, and you do belong here. So if you have a gut nudge to get on those calls with us or to join our coach tribe or to even plug in here more, I want you to know that that you're welcome here, that you have a seat at this table, that your opinion and your journey does matter, and I want to see you win. And you winning is going to look differently for each and every single one of us because we all have different stories and different goals and we have a different need. So don't make a deal with yourself. Don't make excuses and negotiate yourself out of showing up to your journey. Your journey is worth showing up for today, even if it's imperfect, even if it doesn't look the way you want, even if you have a lot of judgment around it. Queen of having judgment around my own journey and my own timeline, and I shared about that a little on my stories today. I'm trying to rewire that timeline for myself because I'm a type 3 on the Enneagram, and I am a let's get things done. Let's collect all these things. And sometimes that's not how this journey goes. Sometimes it's a little more non-linear, which means it's more start-stoppy. It's still your journey. It's still worth showing up for. So I hope you do. I hope you collect your wins. I hope you are intentional around doing a little bit, because a little bit is so much better and so much more powerful than none. A little bit compounds. And this journey that we're on is not just workouts. It's not just superfoods. It's not just nutrition. It's not just water. It's not just sleep. It is a mental freaking journey. And I'm telling you that when you can decide that you're going to spin, I showed up today and this is how. When you start to collect those wins, it serves you. It serves you and it encourages you. And those of you who are like, I just need to get motivated. No, you don't. You just need to get momentum. Momentum is the secret freaking weapon. So I believe in you, and I hope you hear my voice in your head. If you're feeling discouraged or you're feeling like it's taking too long, it's not taking too long. It's going to take as long as it needs to take. And you're worthy of finding the wins and feeling really proud in your skin today, because you are so much more than a number. You're so much more than a size. You're so much more than a before and freaking after. You are worthy of finding the wins and collecting the proof and being really proud today. And if you're like, I don't feel proud and I'm not collecting my wins, well then guess what? This is your gut check. This is your nudge that you get to do the thing today. 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things that serve you and encourage you and prove to yourself that you are doing the work. And if you're just like completely spinning out and you don't know what to do, well then you're going to message me and we're going to make a plan, because I don't need you to be a carbon copy version of me. I need you to be you, because you're valuable and epic and amazing. And your journey is worth showing up to. No matter how long it takes, no matter what is in your head, and maybe you're like, man, it's taking me a really long time. Who cares? You're on the journey, right? That's what I care about. So here's to having less self-judgment around what it looks like, and instead just doing the action and trusting the outcome and knowing that if we continue to show up today, we will reap the benefits of that. So don't wait till January 1st. Do not wait until January 1st. Do not wait for life to simmer down. It's going to be a wild month. It's going to be busy. There's going to be extra treats, but it's still worth you showing up. It's still worth drinking your water. It's still worth being intentional around your movement and your mindset. Okay? Okay. And all the people said amen today. So Wednesday, the recap is you belong here. I'm super glad that you are exactly where you are. You're not too late. You're not too far behind. You don't need to get anything together. You just need to do the next right thing, which maybe is as simple as drinking your water. Drink your water. I haven't really had any water today. So we're going to drink our water. Oh, and look, my straw is the right side down because I know that triggers some of you. So if you need any help, let me know. I'm going to go through the posts I made last week. I did a bunch of free workouts for those of you that don't have Beachbody On Demand. So you could try the things. If you dropped a comment, whether you have bought or you don't have bought, if you dropped some kind of accountability under all those, I'm going to go through, I'm going to collect all those comments, and I'm going to put you in a raffle and send you something super rad. Cool. If you ordered anything with those flash sales, I just sent out the gift cards for that. So I'm super excited for you that you were able to use a $20 promo code, that you were able to get a little thank you from me, and that you, most importantly, you have some really awesome tools. If you have tools, you don't need to overthink anything. If you need help navigating it, hi, that's why you have a guide. I'm here, happy to help. So, moral of the story, I believe in you. You're exactly where you need to be. You're not a number, you're not a size. You are a perfectly epic and amazing human, and you are worthy of showing up to this journey today, right? Right. Okay, so drink your water, tell us how you win, and just remind yourself that you're exactly where you need to be.